I know you don't want to hear it, Perk, but you're going to hear it. Earlier this week, we actually talked about if that could be a concern. Wemby's fatigue or the Knicks' big men depth. Perk, you actually called this. You should want to talk about it. Listen.
I'm going with the Wemby fatigue because throughout the course of the conference finals, the games that they lost, the Spurs lost in the conference finals, Wemby looked tired. He looked exhausted. Wemby got a big and a tall task ahead of him when it comes to guarding Karl-Anthony Towns in this new offense. I just believe Wemby playing this amount of minutes, going this deep into the postseason, I'm going to be on the lookout to see how he holds up and is he built for it for the long haul. At first, I thought that was Morris Chestnut.
Oh, gosh.
I mean, then I must say,
his distant cousin?
I must say, I have stepped my suit game up. You know what I mean? That was a bad combination I had on
That
there.
was like days ago.
But Shay, I gotta, you know what I'm saying? Because I gotta have these moments. You know, every time we do previously on First Take and we show when I'm right, you know, I gotta pat myself on the back. And I mean, it's a real thing because guess what? As you get deeper into the playoffs, you know what picks up? The physicality.
True.
You know, and Karl-Anthony Towns, if you go back to go watch the tape, from the jump, he was touching them up. Wemby had no free runs whatsoever. And when no, I did. But y'all here, I didn't. Now I picked the Knicks to win in 7. So listen, that's fine. Security.
Right there.
Security.
Right there. We got him.
Security.
Stay focused. Should we be concerned about Wemby?
But I'm just saying, and guess what? It's something that he's going to have to grow through, right? Like we saw the story of Jordan with the Detroit Pistons and him having to go get into the weight room in order to come back, you know, the following seasons and get past them. So again, he's young. He still got room to grow. Everyone needs their teaching and learning moment.
And we all fall in love. We all fall in love with offense, particularly when it comes to the New York Knicks. We were talking about how potent it was. We have to start talking about their defense right now because it's not, what is that? Is it that Neo song, It's a Movement by myself, but we are forced when we together? When the Knicks defense is together and connected, I know y'all don't want to hear this, but they are excellent defenders on Victor Wembanyama because it's the physicality of Karl-Anthony Towns. And you have to imagine, on the wings, you have some of the best wing defenders to just swipe and stab at the ball. OG Anunoby came up with some big steals in key moments. You think about Mikal Bridges, his length defensively to be able to eat up at that space. And we have to give credit to Josh Hart. Woo. Yeah. Probably the most impactful 3 points we have seen in the postseason with 15 rebounds, 13 of those defensive, which is wild. I think 6 assists and I believe 4 steals. So they are swarming on the back end. We have not seen Victor Wembanyama bottled up. And I've always said that Victor doesn't count as one player. It's almost like he's 3 with his strides when he gets downhill. And they have 3 defenders, 1 physically with him at the top of the key, 2 on the wing, all connected to just slow Wemby down. And so, yeah, you look at the 26 and 12, those are good numbers for any player, but it's not how he scored. It's the manner in which he had to work and fight in order to try to have a chance.
All right, wait, don't go yet. Really quick. You guys didn't really answer my question. You talked about how good the defense was for the Knicks. But are you worried at all about Wemby, considering that he did look tired yesterday?
I am. And it's not just the fatigue, it's who he's facing. Karl-Anthony Towns is not going to stop. I saw him in the tunnel. I saw him walking out to the floor. He had his hoodie on his head. Me and him spoke for a brief minute, and that man got a certain level of focus. Hell, his voice done changed in this postseason. When you hear him do his post-game interviews, it went from being squeaky to now all of a sudden he has a deep voice. All of a sudden you can see the level of focus. I'm telling you right now, Wemby is going to have a problem in this series, and it's okay. The Spurs should be worried.
I'm not so worried about Victor Wembanyama. Okay. That was game 1. And it's not just how, again, y'all, I'm not so worried about your guy, the alien, okay? We see the alien over there. It's because this was game 1. It's chess, not checkers. We're going to see different moves, especially down the stretch. If the Spurs play decent basketball the final 2 minutes, we might be having a different conversation today. Also, Dylan Harper didn't play that much in the fourth quarter. To me, that was a little bit problematic. The guy who was cooking, and I believe in the postseason has made history as the most points scored as a rookie in a Spurs uniform. And so I think there's some adjustments to be made to take pressure off of Wemby. And a lot of Wemby's problem is that you can see how much he wants it on every possession. He needs to find his flow state, and I think we'll see that at home, game 2.
Floor is yours. Go ahead.
I think you make a valid point about Wemby in that regard. My primary concern for him is, do you know how to dial it back to conserve your energy for when it really, really counts? He's going to have to figure that out. The finals is a different animal.
Yep.
And the Knicks are a different beast because they're coming for him. Oklahoma City didn't come for him. They tried to navigate around him. New York Knicks are coming for him.
Yeah, sure.
When you got a guy like Karl Anthony Towns that's getting up in your mug, he's basically trying to do to you what you do to everybody else, and he's trying to send that kind of message. So Wemby's going to have to figure that out. But I'm not going to lie to you. The bigger concern is something you touched on, and I'm going to put it this way: it's coaching. This is not Greg Popovich. This is Mitch Johnson. You know what I'm saying? Shut the hell up and let me finish. Here's the deal. When you look at the coaching, here's why. Dylan Harper was balling, but De'Aaron Fox was having an awful game. 3 of 13 shooting, 7 points, turnovers all over the place, 0 for 4 from three-point range. And as the lead diminished, you don't know to go back to Harper? Of course the coach knows. So that's loyalty. That's a cat that's been, not in the finals, but been in the playoffs before. We all know that De'Aaron Fox could ball. But when you are struggling the way he was struggling, and you see the Knicks tucking away at your heels, you got to respond to that. Dylan Harper was balling. You got to put him back in the game. And the fact that they didn't put him back in the game and they left De'Aaron Fox, don't tell me Coach Johnson doesn't know what's going on. The man can coach. He knows what he's doing. So why wouldn't you make that move? Because you got cats that got you there and you want to believe in them. And I'm saying you can't do that in the finals. In the finals, every game is its own entity. You have to be about the business of, all right now, this is what the hell we need. You got to sit cats down before the game. Hell with your feelings. This ain't about the feelings. We're trying to win a championship. Whatever it takes. So understand, just like the Knicks in game 1 against the Cavaliers, Josh Hart was having an awful game. Landry Shamet was cooking. What did Mike Brown do? He left Josh Hart on that bench, and he kept Landry Shamet out there. We tried to win a championship, and Josh Hart had no problem with it. But the San Antonio Spurs didn't do that last night. If Champagne is cooking in the first half, you got to make sure you set him up to cook in the second half. If Dylan Harper is balling in the first half, and he's balling throughout the game, you can't take that brother out. He's not a rookie anymore. The brother's special.
Yeah.
He is special.
Yeah.
And when he's playing like that, you can't have him sitting around playing the role of spectator because you got a cat out there that can't make a shot just because he's a veteran. That is not a mistake you make in the finals. Pat Riley is a veteran coach that did it. And I love me some Pat Riley, but it cost the Knicks the championship. That game 7. You understand what happened in 94? You got Rolando Blackman on the bench. You got to put that man in there. You can't just go with your guy that's missing everything that particular game in John Starks. Game 6, John Starks was great. Game 7, it was a struggle. You got to pull him up out of there and put Rolando Blackman up in there. You, Mitch Johnson, you got to pull De'Aaron Fox out of there. You got to say, sit down, my man. Dylan Harper's cooking. You got to do that.
So who let you down more? Was it Wemby or Mitch Johnson?
Mitch.
Coaching. Okay. What do you think? Who let you down more?
I want to hear what she said.
No, I want to hear what you say, big bro.
No, you know why.
Go ahead, Shanae.
You know why.
So yesterday on NBA Today, I said that Mitch Johnson had been doing a great coaching job in the postseason. I wasn't talking about this series. He believes it comes down to coaching, but